Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, The Stone Mandalorian. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to hang out with me today while I talk about this figure. Today, we're taking a look at Clone Commander Bly from the Black Series. This figure did come out in 2020 and retailed for $20, which is worth about $25 and some change now with inflation taken into consideration. But this is an awesome looking figure. I got this off Big Bad for like 15 bucks. It's still on sale on there, so go check that out if you don't have Bly already. This is a great body. This is also the main book that Commander Rex was used on. So this is reuse of that body. Commander Rex is a great figure. Some people think it's a little overhyped, but for the time in 2018, it really is a fantastic figure. Even with the pins and everything, it just moves like it's supposed to, and just overall really fun figure. And I don't mind it too much. With that being said, I'm super excited to finally add Bly to the Clone Wars / prequel era shelf. It's been far too long, and I need to start building up my commanders and my captains and my clone section. So let's not waste any more time and get this guy out of the box. Starting off here, as always, taking a look at the one and only accessory that comes with the Bly. And this is I believe, the DC-15 blaster rifle. The shorter one is the carbine. Seen this in the Black Series a bunch of times. I like when they do the rifles and the blasters in a black or like super dark gray plastic instead of this sparkly stuff they've been doing as of late. And here is Bly here. So he looks pretty awesome. And just first, I was going to take a look at the paint and everything here. This is inaccurate. This brown stripe is supposed to go down all the way to the chin. Very well known. So I'm not going to gripe on that too much, but there is some nice weathering on here. I'm going to try to get this focused in. Really good looking phase 2 helmet here. It's a little squinched up here, but overall the proportions are really nice. Looks very theatrical. Got the nice paint and the pauldron going around. This coolish, like greenish brown color. Got the pins. We actually do have a reissue of Black coming. There's a leak going around of his arms coming back out into the line. There is some nice weathering on here, as you can see. Look right there, even up on the helmet here. Down at the boots is where you see the most. A little weird they didn't do the back. It looks a little weird. Like you put it on the front, which I guess is where it would be splashing up the most, I reckon. But either way, it's paint that's missing the Black Series today a lot. Even more down there on the thighs. This is pretty cool to have soft because I didn't know Blah had soft goods. So nice sculpting. He's got his DC-17 blaster pistols. DC-15 is the rifles. DC-17 is the blaster pistols. More chipping here. There's also a leak going around of his belt as well. But overall, really good proportions on this figure. Let's go ahead and go over articulation real quick. I'll make this very quick. Figure is from 2020, but the main buck, this was used for Captain Rex, so this buck is actually from 2018. So get a full T. This shoulder armor this shoulder pad rides beautifully under his pauldron here on both sides. Really like that a whole lot, man. This figure is a little bit older, so it's got pins in it, but with that being said, you can get well below 90 here, no problem. So you can get some really sick poses. There's a vertical hinge here on the right hand and a horizontal hinge here on the left hand. I wish there was vertical on this one as well, but it is what it is. He can kick out a little bit just with this overlay going on for his holsters attached to his belt. It kind of inhibits right here. You can kind of see it kind of kipping up on the holster right there. A little bit of kickback, not a whole lot. He can't kick out in front of him. Again, we have pin double joint knee, so you can get that calf to pretty much touch that. And that's about, actually before it starts bunching up into the sculpt, but that's well below 90. Not well below, but that's decently below 90 right there. That's about a 45-degree angle if you think about it, because technically, like I think that this would be 90 technically. So going back like right there, that's like a 45 or so. So that's pretty nice. Feet don't go down a whole lot, just with the way that these are sculpted back here. They can move up a little bit, not a whole lot. And of course, there's rockers as well, ankle pivot. Not a whole lot of split action you're going to get with this figure. It's about as far out as he gets right here. But overall, man, this figure's going to do what you want it to. I did not know that there was soft goods on Bly. That's pretty cool. And I said earlier, the only accessory he's got Also comes with his two DC-17s. Should have just totally forgot about that. Let me get this focused in here. Like I said, he does have two of these. This is the DC-17 blaster pistol. I need to get me a pair of tweezers. Love that scope. I like the black plastic personally. But yeah, overall, man, really good look. I like the proportions. It's a little more theatrical, like version of the proportions. I know when they did the CGI for the prequels and Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, they didn't really think about bodies being underneath the clone armor, so they look a little smaller than they should technically. But overall, man, this is a really cool figure. Buck all the way from 2018. It still moves fairly well. The soft goods is pretty cool. I do like that. Yeah, also nice to have Bly. And real quick, I did kind of skip over ab crunch. They got a little bit of that, a little bit of ab crunch, a little bit of side to side as well. And the head goes down about that much, not a whole lot, and not really up at all. No side to side tilt when it does spin 360 degrees. You can see this nice bend we got going on in the elbow here. This is a pretty cool looking pose, man. The yellows and the browns on this figure are pretty cool. Got like a little mid walk, like kind of like almost like a slouching, crouching pose going on here. Like the way this looks. I really dig this like mid running pose that I got Bly in right now. This is sick, man. Commander Bly is officially on the shelf. Didn't do a side by side comparison, so I figured I'd just do a little shelf preview. Awesome figure, man. So even though this is a repaint from the 2018 Captain Rex Buck, this came out in 2020, like I've already said. It really is a really good figure in my opinion. I know some people think it's overrated, but the double pin joints really help you get a lot of decent articulation. The bicep swivel is cool. Could it be better? Yes, of course. But for 2018, for when this Buck came out, this was a really good mold for its time for 2018. Granted, that was 6 years ago now, and just action figure technology, especially in the Black Series, has come such a long way since then. But honestly, just like I've already said in the review, the proportions of this figure are accurate to the theatrical clones. Like I like the smaller helmet, the smaller armor somewhat. I know it's technically unrealistic because when they did the CGI, like I've already said, they weren't taking into account that there would be actual human bodies underneath the armor. They were just kind of like fitting the armor in over what they already had like a template for, I reckon. So that's why the clones are such a different theatrical look and why the live action clones in like Ahsoka and stuff like that look so kind of weird. But overall, man, like I said, 2018, 6 years old, this figure is still fun. It still moves like you want it to. You can aim right down the sights with a rifle like this is DC-15 or his DC-17 blaster pistols. You can get him in. The one thing I will say about this figure is that the way that his holsters go, it's kind of hard to get into some crouching positions. He doesn't really have a whole lot of like range of motion in his hips. So that's the one thing that does kind of suck. You're not really going to get any kind of crouching poses out of this guy. At least I couldn't. I don't know if you can see, but I got a little bend in the plastic here from just messing around with him. But this is an old figure, so just keep that in mind. But if you're wanting Bly, if you still need Bly, you want an extra clone trooper, clone commander to kind of just customize and do whatever with, kind of weather up or even make your own. He's on sale at Big Bad for 14, $15, man. I would pick him up and just add him to your pile of loot, make that $4 flat rate shipping a little more worth it. Great figure in my opinion. Obviously dated, 100% dated. I get that, but I don't know, man. Me personally, I still have a lot of fun with it. And I think this is going to look really badass next to Rex and just in the Clone Wars slash prequel section. But I hope you all enjoyed this review. If you did, leave me a like and I'd really appreciate it. Also consider subscribing if you're not already. I do a lot of Black Series videos, but also other action figure reviews like Nanmu, such as Figure Arts, Marvel Legends, NECA, anything that I find interesting and that I'm passionate or find nostalgia for. But like I said, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I hope you're having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. May the force be with you.